Hello everyone, welcome to this new video. Today we're here for um, a race on PC, which is EML. It's a team event that started on PC recently, so yeah, it's the first PC team event I'm doing as well, so it's gonna be interesting to see how it goes. As you can see, we are on our final lap here in qualifying, not taking the best of first two corners, now into turn 4. Hitting that apex decently. Now they're a decent car on the track. It doesn't really affect our lap. Now into this right-hander, short shifting to fourth gear, but yeah, you can see we make massive mistakes. Lost us I think an easy 10, maybe 1.5, and also here into turn 10, not getting anywhere near the apex. We're on a pretty bad lap if I'm going to be honest. Into this left-hander, again just missing the apex, just carrying the speed, but yeah, not good at all. Into the final sector now, right-hander, fourth gear, short shifting into fifth. We do that decently, pretty nicely, I'd say. So now I head into the final corner, waiting, brake after 100 meters. We do that, yeah, like you can see on the delta, we did that pretty well. Not perfect, but it was definitely pretty good. And as you can see here, we cross the line and we go into P2.
Gezeten of zo.
And yeah, you can see here we are in P3 for the race. Pretty big gaps behind us, but yeah, pole position was definitely on, but didn't didn't do good enough of a lap. Now at the start, 5 red lights, and away we go. Usually not too good at starts, but this time we get a really nice launch off the line. Really good traction, so we're gonna be P2 going into turn 1. As you can see, two cars going side by side into turn 1
Lekker.
on the
Klasse
inside of
boys,
me,
2 en 3.
and we go through.
Heerlijk.
So that was
Lekker, goeie
very
boys. Top.
nice indeed.
Was niks aan de hand, die goed
So now
gedaan.
we're just gonna try to follow Lekomsky, um, and hopefully later in the race we can go for a move.
Net die gozer goed pushen.
Before the race, I knew our pace was gonna be pretty good, also in qualifying, but also in the race, especially the hard stint, because yeah, I just feel very comfortable on the hard tire this track. As you can see behind me, Legend also went into third position, so
Die
obviously
Harlem had
that's
ook iemand
really
aan zijn
good
binnenkant
because
zitten, die. Dus
we're
niks
both
aan de hand.
racing for Talent Factory, and we want to score the most points as a team, not individually. So this is a perfect start for us after a poor qualifying. Just trying to settle in now. Used quite a bit of ERS, 70%, but it's pretty clear, I think, that Lukomsky has been pushing a bit.
Van Eros, Pieter?
So, yeah, we just need to settle in now and
70.
make sure we don't drop out of the DRS so we can attack later on in the
Ja,
race.
blijf bij. Kom bij blijven.
Yeah,
Wanneer het
already
druk is, je
used
spaart je best veel.
almost, yeah, we did use more than 40% ERS.
Gewoon niet te veel pushen. Zoals nu is
Yeah,
niet nodig.
running off the final lap, we will have used a little bit more than 40, but it's just gonna be all about ERS management now. But here, we're on lap 11, and the ERS level is on 80 already, so we've gained quite a bit. And I have been putting some pressure on Simon. So that means we're going to go for the overtake on this lap. You can see I use a bit of ERS to get closer. Now 3.5 times behind into the final corner. We do the final corner very nicely. He takes a wider line, but I don't. We get a good exit, opening the DRS. ERS is everything you can see he's using to defend. But we're gonna go down the inside anyway. Doesn't really defend it, but he tries to keep it around the outside with a little bit of a tap, but it's clean. For the left-hander, we stay side by side, and I get through. We're still side by side here, but with the DRS I got, we will be going through into P1 as he tries to get the switch back on, which doesn't work. So I knew that Simon used quite a bit of ERS, and I think that at this moment of time he was on 20%. So because I knew my race pace was really good, I felt like it was an opportunity to gap which we did, as I accidentally
Gaat er 100%
skipped
een
some
pitstop
part
komen, denk
of
ik.
the race, so you can see we
Ja, Arnhem.
did manage to
Holland.
cap Simon because our race pace was extremely good. And Legend also managed to get past, so yeah, to be honest, this has been going perfectly so far. But then at the left top you can also see that Haarlem has pitted, so TF10 is trying the undercut. And we're now going to stay on board for a few laps, I think, until the pit stops, because this is a very crucial part of the race. As you can maybe hear my engineer say that Lukomsky is on their 10%, so yeah, we're just pushing now, trying to not get undercut by Haarlem. But at the left bottom of the screen you will also be able to see that Haarlem is stuck in traffic. The Mercedes is catching up to 3 cars that are not hard. So it's gonna get held up by that, so this is gonna benefit us really, really well.
Okay, dan wordt het 16, 17.
So yeah, I was discussing with my engineer at the time whether we wanted to stay out or go into the pits, but because Haarlem was stuck in the traffic, we decided to stay out with both cars. Obviously, I was also able to talk with Legend, so yeah, we decided with the 4 of us who were that we were going to stay out as Simon pits. So that's yeah, clear sign that they want to get ahead of us with both cars. But on the map, you can still see that Haarlem is still behind those 3 cars. So he's losing a lot of time on those new mediums compared to their old hard. And we're not losing really any time at all. Yeah, as me and Legend keep on pushing. We also decided that Legend will be pitting this lap. The lap after, I will react to that. And yeah, we're just in a really good position right now. We're able to manage this race after the pit stops probably, if nothing weird happens. Yeah, you can see that Legend is 1.4 behind us. As the Mercedes will both now both have overtaken those slower cars, so yeah, they will be gaining time on us now, but they lost so much time at the start of their medium stint that they will probably come out behind us. Obviously we will have cold tires, but still I don't think they gain enough to get ahead, even with the cold tires. And now you can watch the map to see that the Mercedes are now both going into the final corner right now, and Legend is already pretty much at pit exit, so we have gained a ton of time. But with the cold tires, they will close up. But here, the safety car comes out, which is perfect for me, but actually will screw up Legend a bit with Jacopo behind me. Yeah, so that screwed them up a little bit, but it worked out perfectly for me. I wasn't gonna get the undercut anyway, probably, but it's just a nice buffer to have. And yeah, Jacopo will overtake Legend with this lucky safety car for him, also for me, but for him especially, because he would have come out in P5 or P6 probably, but now he's gonna be in P2. So yeah, this is not really ideal for Legend, as it's obviously a team event, so we want to get points with both cars. But now you can see I get a good restart. Legend trying to overtake Jacopo. I think it's not gonna go exactly how we wanted it to go here, because I think Legend and Haarlem, yeah, you can see they're battling now and into turn 4. Harlem gets ahead for a brief moment. Legend gets back ahead,
3 minutes. Oh,
and
oh.
yeah, you can't see, but Legend get a massive snap oversteer because of the tap on the
shit.
rear.
Heel zijn neus erin. Goed opgevangen, Legend. Lekker.
But Legend managed to catch the car, and he's still ahead of
Yes.
Harlem. But yeah, Jacopo is now out of DRS of Legend. DRS is obviously not enabled yet, but it will be in
Pak je
2 laps.
plek weer terug. Niks aan de hand.
We did know that Legend and I had better race pace than Jacopo by quite a bit, but the time they've lost with that incident is quite significant. So yeah, not really ideal as a team perspective. But for me, my own race, which I'm obviously focusing on, that I get the most points for the team possible. For me, it's looking very good. So you can see I'm pushing quite hard here. Also on the exit there, I haven't used that exit curb once this race, but now because I want to get out of the DRS with Jacopo, I'm using it to just pushing it to the limit now. As we're gonna stay on board for a bit to see if I will be able to break out of DRS. The gap now around 6.5, 7 tenths. Yeah, the gap to Legend is increasing, so yeah, I think it's already quite clear that Legend will probably not be able to overtake Jacopo later in the race, which is a shame, and he will get pressured by the TF10 guys, which will be our main rivals in the championship. Obviously, it's only round 1, but they seem to be our main rivals. Yeah, you can see the gap now being 9 tenths. I'm using quite a bit of my overtake. I think Jacopo is as well to try and stay within my DRS. But the race pace was just extremely good. On the mediums, it was a bit worse because I didn't really practice the medium stint. The hard stint, I just felt very comfortable. But also on the mediums, you can see that the gap is increasing, so it does mean we have quite good pace. As into the final corner, I go a little bit wide, but I get a really good exit. I put on the ERS button, and we managed to get out of the 1 second as DRS gets enabled now. So we did manage to get out of DRS before it get enabled, which is just perfect as for now. Just gonna be able to manage the race, and the race pace was clear. So we actually get Jacopo by quite a bit every lap. It's now 1.2 seconds. So we just keep on pushing. We just want to get as big of a gap possible, of course, because yeah, why not? Making sure not to crash the car. But yeah, we do want to get as much of a gap as possible. I'm talking about not trying to crash the car, because on lap 27 I get a scary moment there, which I thought was funny to include. So now I head on to the final lap of the race. Yeah, I'll talk you through it, but it's not really anything interesting because yeah, the gap is 2.7 seconds, and we're just gonna take it safe now. Yeah, hooking it up pretty nicely, but at the left top you would also be able to see that Simon and Legend were battling, and Legend get kind of spun out by him and pushed off like he has been quite a few times this race. So yeah, I'm not happy with that, obviously. Yeah, we weren't really happy as a team with the way that played out, but yeah, we'll see what the stewards decide about that. So now head into the final half a lap of this race, I should say. Yeah, just rounding off the lap. It's been a dominant race for myself in terms of race pace. It was a shame that Legend couldn't do the same and show the race pace we had. But luckily I was able to. And now going through the final corner. The first team event I did on PC. representing Talent Factory. We win it by 2.4 seconds. So yeah, perfect start to the season from my side. But it being a team event, we obviously want to score points with both cars. So it's not a perfect start, but still very, very positive. Yeah, not really much more to say, to be honest, after that race. Just clear race pace and a very good strategy. And Legend being unlucky with the safety car, yeah, that was not ideal. But yeah, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.